These stunts you're about to see are dangerous. They were done by trained professionals in secure environments. Don't attempt any of these stunts any place, anywhere, or at any time. Welcome to Iron Extreme, the show that gives you a look into extreme lifestyles. Hang on to your seats and prepare to go for the ride of a lifetime. Iron Extreme is an exciting new show full of action-packed, edge-of-your-seat excitement from start to finish. And it's hosted by Jim Duffner. Iron Extreme is a show that has people spinning their wheels and doing backflips to watch. Welcome to Iron Extreme. My name's Jim Duffner and I'm going to be your host for the next 30 minutes. Iron Extreme is an exciting new show that takes you behind the scenes, up close and personal, into the lifestyles of the extreme. Today we've got an exciting show for you. We're going to head out to Hollywood, California to see if we can't hook up with the stuntman to the stars, Cole McKay. Cole's specialty is cars, or anything on wheels. He's the #1 guy in the industry when it comes to making them fly, flip, or blow up. But first, we're going to take a look at some of the action that we have coming up on future shows. So hang on to your seats and prepare to go for the ride of a lifetime with Iron Extreme, the show that keeps its eye on the extreme. On today's show, we're going to take you to some of the biggest biker events in the world, from Bike Week in Daytona Beach, Florida, to Sturgis, South Dakota, and a lot in between. But next, we're going to introduce you to Colleen Biker Babe, who moved down from Canada to California so that she could ride her Harley year-round. Colleen Biker Babe grew up in Canada with dreams of owning a Harley. And yes, dreams do come true. Once Colleen's dream came true, she hit the road and has never looked back.
Hi, my name is Colleen Biker Babe. I've been riding Harley-Davidsons for 24 years. It's my passion, I love it. I moved to California from Canada just so I could ride year-round.
When you think of a biker chick, you automatically think of some babe riding shotgun on the back of a Harley-Davidson. But for Colleen, the back of a bike was out of the question.
Well, don't tell me about no husking in Nebraska. I ain't got time to hear the good times in your town. Well, I don't want to hear about them herds of women running all over you. 'Cause I'm telling you something, I'm California.
The first time I saw Colleen ride, I couldn't believe it. We went to meet her and I was expecting her to show up on a small little bike.
Yeah, when Colleen first came in, I thought she was looking for a Sportster or something. She got on it and she wanted a Road King. And it surprised the heck out of us. But she got on it, rode it away, and she's been riding it ever since.
And when she showed up on that big 700, 800-pound Harley-Davidson, I couldn't believe it. I mean, here's this little 100-pound girl riding a big 700, 800-pound bike.
Place to be. Well, there's not another state that can satisfy me. You don't agree?
My name's Huey, here in sunny Southern California, and I'll tell you what, I see her all over the place. Colleen's a rider, second to none, and she's ready to go. She's good to go anywhere, anytime, and the girl can ride.
I've seen her riding around for years, but I didn't realize it was her. She was riding an old cafe racer back in the old days, and then she got an FXDX, and then she got a Road King, and she never stops.
Yeah, I remember the one time we were out in the canyon, and she was out there carving it up. We pulled up, finally caught up with her. None of us thought it was a chick, but man, she was out there just shredding it up big time. You know, we weren't sure. We saw that hair, saw that nice little hiney. Oh, sorry. And she was shredding it up, man, in the canyons. No fear there.
She handles it like nobody's business, and she's in complete control. She sure gained my respect that day, and she gained everybody else's respect that was riding with her, and I think she's gained anybody's respect that's ever seen her ride. She knows what she's doing, and she loves riding.
She'll ride. She'll ride with the best of them.
It's got that golden red beat. Oh, all the poppies in the
Every weekend when I ride here in California, it's like paradise. The scenery is spectacular, the riding's spectacular. You could ride to the beach, to the mountains, through the canyons, all on the same day.
How old were you when you first started riding motorcycles?
I bought my first Harley when I was 17 years old. I worked part-time at a hair salon while I was in high school. Saved up $6,000, paid $6,000 for my Harley. Bought it, showed up in my driveway with it. My parents just shook their head. They didn't say too much. My dad didn't say anything, but my mom, she was like, "Oh, Colleen, you could have bought a nicer car." Meanwhile, I had like this really hot muscle car. I had a '69 Mustang Mach 1, and she thought I could have bought a better car. I owned my first Harley for 19 years. That's the only bike I ever rode for 19 years. I didn't know any better. I didn't know that there was more comfortable bikes. I just had a 4-speed, a 1000 4-speed, 1000cc 4-speed, and it was pretty much torture, the vibration. Then one day a friend of mine let me ride one of his rubber-mounted bikes, and after that, that's it, I was hooked. I had to get a bigger rubber-mounted bike.
What kind of Harley was it that you first bought?
I bought a 1977 XL CR. It's a cafe racer that Willie G designed in '77, and it's a classic. They only made about just over 2,000 of them.
Now that's my type of woman. She's pretty, she rides, and she drives a nice car. Yeah!
I knew when I was 12, 13 years old that I was going to own a Harley. I remember being in the back seat of my parents' car driving, and we'd see guys on motorcycles, and I was in awe of them, and I knew that I was going to have one just by looking at them and watching them ride and having fun. I was in shops class in grade 8, and I guess I was like 13 years old, and I made this huge Harley-Davidson sign out of copper and wood, and that's where my mind was at 13 years old. Gearing up to buy my first Harley. My all-time favorite place to go to is Sturgis Motorcycle Rally and Races. I've been there 6 years. I hope I could go 6 more times. It's amazing there. Just the people watching, just sitting on Main Street and watching all the people ride their bikes.
I trailered my bike, not Colleen. She'll ride. She'll ride with the best of them.
Last year in Sturgis there was about 700,000 people.
Last year we stayed in a brand new hotel that had over 300 rooms that was built specifically for the rally. And by the end of the rally this year, all the building costs will be completely paid off. The mines in the Black Hills have been producing gold since the 1800s. And now the good folks of Sturgis have found a new gold rush of a different kind. And it's called the Sturgis Bike Rally.
I like Sturgis. Sturgis is my favorite because of the riding. Every day you could ride somewhere different. There's a lot to see there. It's exciting every time. You never get bored. There's a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot of riding, like to Deadwood, to Devil's Tower, to where else? Mount Rushmore, Custer State Park, Needles Highway.
Are there a lot of girls who ride Harleys?
There's a lot of girls that ride. Last time I was in Sturgis, there was a lot of girls on choppers. A lot of their boyfriends building them badass choppers. I love Sturgis. It's my favorite biker event.
What does your family think about you riding and going to all the biker events?
My family's been really cool. I'm the only daughter. I have 3 brothers, and I'm the only person in the family that rides a motorcycle. They don't say anything about it. They know it's my passion, my love. They're not going to say anything to deter me from riding.
Does anybody ever say anything about you riding such a big bike?
A lot of people tell me they can't believe I ride such a big bike and I'm only 100 pounds. But I have no problems handling it.
Have you ever crashed or been hurt riding?
I haven't had any, I hate when people ask me that question. I really hate it. It's kind of not the question you want to ask people that ride. But no, I haven't had any accidents. I hope I never do. I never want to experience that. I'm a lot more cautious now than what I used to be. I pretty much expect cars to come into my lane, and they do all the time. You just got to be on guard. I used to ride bicycles a lot, and I was riding on the street on my bicycle and I got hit by a car. I got hurt pretty bad. But on my motorcycle, nothing yet, and I hope nothing ever.
She loves me! She loves me not! She loves me!
Colleen is a true 100% pure hardcore biker babe through and through that bleeds Harley orange and black. She lives to ride her Harley to the different biker events across the country, and her true passion is shopping from Harley shop to Harley shop. And believe me, she's gone to just about every Harley shop there is across the United States and Canada.
I have this thing where every city I go to, I have to visit the local Harley shop. I must own about 200 Harley-Davidson shirts that I've collected over the last 24 years. It's kind of a little hobby, collecting Harley shirts.
And jackets and hats and shoes.
And jackets. And Harley shoes and Harley jackets and Harley everything.
Harley everything, all right. She's got enough Harley stuff to stock her own Harley shop. As a matter of fact, I bet you that there's some Harley shops around the country that don't even have as much merchandise as she does. And when I said that she bleeds Harley orange and black, I wasn't kidding. Just look at all her stuff. Her closet alone looks like a well-stocked Harley shop. But I'll tell you what, she wears it all, and she sure looks good in it.
We're in the Badlands.
signs is a must. Well, hey, little mama, hold tight to your daddy. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Go state to state, running late, cause we're always on the go. Just gotta gas up one more time till we make it to the show. Well, and now there's a diesel plow, now we caught up to our bus. Well, they left at 9 and we left at 5. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Tommy, pick that guitar now. Sidestep the clutch. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. Don't slow down while we pass this town. Rollers going round. So brother, don't slow down. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust. If it wasn't for us, the fast lane would rust.
Laughlin, Nevada is the home of the Laughlin River Run. Once a year, thousands of bikers ride into town, fill up all the hotels and casinos, and parade up and down the main street at night for hundreds of onlookers. Colleen, what are your hobbies or interests?
My hobbies are, of course, my motorcycle. I also have a dirt bike. I ride in the desert. I love to shoot handguns. I have a .357 Magnum. And believe it or not, I love golf. I know motorcycling and golf kind of doesn't go together, but it's two different ends of the spectrum, but I really enjoy golf.
She loves me! She loves me not!
What advice would you give to a girl that wants to start riding?
If any girl comes up to me and asks my advice on riding, first thing I tell them is take the safety course. It's really valuable and informative. And plus, all of us experienced riders on the road would rather have someone riding next to you that has taken the course at least.
Reno Street Vibrations is located in beautiful Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city in the world.
She loves me not. She's got a nice car, she loves me. She's got a nice bike, she knows how to ride, she loves me not. She's hot, she loves me not. She loves me not. She loves me.
Next, we're going to head out to Bike Week in Daytona Beach. Hundreds of thousands of people come to Daytona Beach, Florida each year for the Daytona Bike Week and the new Orlando Bike Week. Motorcycles, bikinis, racing, surf, and sun, there's something for everyone.
Hi, I'm Colleen Biker Babe. I've been riding Harleys for 25 years. Daytona's pretty cool. I got to ride my bike on the beach in my bikini, which was a pretty cool thing to do.
How's the weather in Daytona? Is it sunny all the time?
The only thing about Daytona is it can rain there. After all, it's in March, so there's been days where more rainy days than sunny days, but it's all good. I could still find stuff to do.
What do you do for work?
I work at an optical store. It's called Dan Deutsch Optical Outlet in Beverly Hills.
How do you handle such a big bike?
Been working out a little bit so I can hold up my 700-pound Harley.
She's a 100-pound dynamo throwing around a big 700-pound motorcycle like it's nothing. It's just unbelievable. She's one little lady who packs a big punch.
Yeah, I'm not romantic. Don't give me flowers, don't give me chocolates.
She loves me. She loves me not. I know she loves me. Yeah, I do. I know it. I know it. I know it.
If you're a motorcycle enthusiast or a race fan, then Daytona is the one rally that you really have to go to. It's a kickoff race for the Grand National Championship Series and the Daytona 200. There are toy runs all over the country, but two of Colleen's favorites are the Tijuana Toy Run, which starts out at South Coast Harley-Davidson in Chula Vista, California, and ends up in Tijuana, Mexico to benefit the orphans in Tijuana.
Then there's the Tijuana Toy Run. It starts out in Chula Vista at the Harley shop there, and it goes to Tijuana. And you ride in the streets with all the kids.
The other is the Ghost Rider Toy Run for the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, California.
My favorite toy run is the Ghost Riders Toy Run. We go to the Children's Hospital and hand out the toys to the sick kids.
The Love Ride is an event that Colleen looks forward to each year. It's the biggest one-day biker event in the world, and it's in her own backyard. It starts out at Glendale Harley-Davidson in Glendale, California, and ends up 50 miles away at Castaic Lake. This is one event Colleen never misses, rain or shine. Colleen is a real motorcycle fanatic. Whether it has to do with racing or bike rallies, as long as it's on two wheels and it has a motor, it doesn't make any difference to her. She's interested. How did you ever learn to ride?
I was 17 years old, still in high school, and I bought my first Harley. I had no idea how to ride it. I got on it. I rode down the main street in Winnipeg with a friend of mine, and it just so happened that all the lights were synchronized to turn red, and I stalled at every single light. And then, so I did that a couple times. Then after that, I took the safety course, which was really informative, really a lot of valuable information that I still use today.
Colleen's love and enthusiasm for motorcycles comes through with everything she says and does. She is a true biker babe, living an extreme lifestyle.
I've been riding for 24 years, and I'll continue riding for the rest of my life. See you at the next biker event.
Scientific experiments, hell! I'm just gonna buy her some flowers instead of tearing them apart. But right now, we're going to the eye in the sky to catch up with one of my real sick buddies, Cole McKay.
The good news is we caught up with Cole. The bad news is that we're out of time for this show, so we're going to have him on the next show. So until then, remember, Iron Extreme is the show that keeps its eye on the extreme. On our next show, we're also going to head out to the saloon to see if we can't catch up with some high-flying action. Coming up, we have some exciting new shows for you, so don't miss out. Stay tuned to Iron Extreme, your one-of-a-kind extreme lifestyle show that brings you all the action up close and personal. Until next time, remember, Iron Extreme is the show that keeps its eye on the extreme.